Tavahi Vedi Sangpada Krama Upanishade Gayanti Samaga Jnana Vastita Tadgati Namanasa Shindiyam Yoginaha Syantam Navidusra Saragana Devaya Tasmai. The last few moments you sat down quietly. You can be very clearly aware as to what type of disposition, mood you enjoy. In the light of all that you have heard, you have contemplated upon, very clearly you can recognize for yourself whether you are effortlessly abiding in your self-awareness that you are, or you are unconsciously jumping into the realms of the thought. You can also see, be aware of this fact that memories of various kinds appear, pass by, without your involvement, conscious or unconscious. Thoughts pass, just like the world outside, the bird singing, my speaking, is not by your choice or your dictation. That just happens. As even the silence outside. The silence outside is neither your creation nor the sounds that are taking place. But consciously you can begin to speak like I am speaking. Over my speech you have no control whatsoever. But if you initiate a speech for yourself, that speech can have again two types: unconscious, mindless chattering, or conscious, deliberate speech. Same thing also inside. You have absolutely no say, no control whatsoever, either in the silence, the awareness that you are, or the memories that are parading, passing, appearing, disappearing. But consciously, you can initiate a thought process. And sometimes You start it consciously, but then suddenly you move into an unconscious development of thought. Like you can sit down quietly, start consciously. Om Namah Shivaya. Then from there, the projection can go to any place. You start with a verse. You consciously started with the verse. But that is the only time you are conscious. Then the thoughts take over. That is habit. The taste of it is, when I say, suppose after 10 minutes, I say, Om, you come back. If you are coming back, if you have that feeling that you are suddenly coming back to the place here, you had unconsciously moved away. If you are conscious, there is no such jerk or sudden returning to the senses here. So, see for yourself as you sit down, what type of disposition you enjoy. Are you effortlessly being with yourself? Are you jumping into the, unconsciously jumping into the streams of thought? Or consciously are you initiating a thought to remind yourself about yourself? And in case you are aware of yourself, do you have any leftovers, that is, emotions, anger? Last night or yesterday you were angry with somebody, jealous of somebody, maybe infatuated with something, very disturbed by an incident. That it linger. Is it a clear sky of consciousness or the dark clouds lingering? Even if clouds of thought lingering, you clearly see, as we saw the example in the 13th chapter end, Akasa, like vast space, never gets affected by all that it accommodates. So it doesn't affect you. It doesn't matter whether it is a dark, dense cloud, a little white, fluffy cloud, just a whisper of a line, sometimes you see that. The space remains unaffected. Therefore, no thoughts can ever affect. If you are feeling affected, the individuality is there. Just like, listen carefully, the space is not afraid of the dark cloud. The individual standing in the space, afraid of the cloud. The silence accommodates all sounds. The silence doesn't feel disturbed by the sounds. Listener, resist the sound. Why this noise is coming? Or why you are afraid of a silence? So reactions, understand clearly, begins from the I, individuality. And this individuality, the I thought, continuously reacting to three different types of thoughts. as we saw yesterday, Sattva-guna, Rajo-guna, Tamo-guna. Three different moods of inner disposition. Three different moods of the inner landscape. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. And there, Sattva is Nirmalam Prakasam, Prakasa Swarupam. Nirmala, absolutely transparent, crystal clear, where there is no unnecessary obsession of any kind. When you are listening to this, it is a checklist, understand? It's a checklist for yourself. Are you being consciousness or sitting down there as a thinker, I thought? And owning up every mood. And that is why meditation can be your bondage. I want to meditate. When you are in meditation, you are the meditation itself. What is the question of your telling, I want to meditate? Are you getting that? Very subtle, very simple. That meditation is a sattvic bondage, a golden chain. Bound you are. That is why a meditator, unconscious meditators are a heavily reacting type. Either they are fighting with their thoughts inside in the name of meditation, or they are fighting with people outside because they are engaged in a spiritual, holy pursuit, and they are intolerant of people who are engaged in ordinary things, or they shout, laugh, gossip, do something. So here Mr. Holiness is continuously reacting as to why they are all shouting, why they are all talking, or self-persecution, why these thoughts are coming. I am still not pure. I am still not free from these type of ideas. That is the huge bondage. When meditation, when the individuality, not recognizing it, the meditation itself, but assumes the role of a meditator, I thought, then it becomes highly resistant to not only every thought, but also in the name of holiness, starts seeking for meditation, awareness, silence, stillness. It is like a man very desperately but very sincerely shouting, I want to be quiet. I really want to be quiet. Why are you all talking? God, you understand. That happens inside. That is why meditation is not some initiation into some fancy words, some color scheme, just go on looking at a wall. It begins with a basic understanding of yourself. Without it, the meditation becomes another distraction. It becomes meditation versus agitation. Understand? If it is silence versus sound, there will be always noise. Silence is not opposed to sound. Silence is in spite of sound. Meditation is not opposed to thought. Meditation is in spite of thought. Understand? Are you getting that point? You see it very clearly. That is where you Do it for yourself. See for how long it takes. How long can you sit down? When there is a day, there is no class for you. Find 1 or 2 hours, any day, anywhere. Sit down. There should be absolutely no reason why you cannot sit down for the long time. You are experimenting on yourself, not looking for something to happen. In the so-called meditation, without any knowledge, awareness of one's own self, without an exposure to teaching, when you simply sit down, you are waiting for something to happen. Unconsciously, this meditator is waiting for some exotic experience. Some people deliberately will shake their body. They'll try to work on, they'll try to get themselves worked up, some type of a frenzied emotions, some type of shaking, wild shaking of the body, or some type of a thoughts jumping. You saw the other day, the person was standing on that nail, as though somebody is coming over him. Average man looks up to him, oh, the God has come over him. Think. Sophisticated, educated behavior is not jumping on a fire or a nail, but sitting down by yourself and shaking your body. Trying to have an exclusive experience. Please understand, truth is the most commonplace existence. Meditation is the most commonplace foundation. Exotic thoughts are built upon it. Like space is so commonplace, but palaces are not same. Mountains are not same. Deserts are not same. Landscape is absolutely exotic. The space is so commonplace. Varied thoughts, awareness, absolutely simple. Commonplace, all-pervasive, common to all. That descriptions, remember that. Nirgunasya, no guna of any kind. So sitting down in meditation doesn't mean to wait for something to happen. Rather, there you must be totally familiar with the whole landscape, and that is where the description is. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. What are they? Read it, we shall see that. Just read it, all the 3 verses. Verse number 6 onwards. Tatra sattvam nirmalatvat prakasakamanāmayam sukha sangena badnāti jnana sangena chānaga rajo ragatmakam viddhi trishna sanga samudbhavam tannivadnāti kaunteya karma sangena dehinam tamastvajnanajam viddhi mohanam sarvadehinam
Sarvadehinam. 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 Sarvadehinam.
tannivadnati bharate sattvam sukhe sanjayati rajah karmani bharate rajah karmani bharate jnanam avrutyatu tamah pramade sanjayatyuta sattvam sukhe sanjayati rajah karmani bharate jnanam avrutyatu tamah pramade sanjayatyuta. Just like in the medical science, you have a disease and a symptom. Same way, here it is, different gunas and their symptom. Like emotions and their symptoms. You can very clearly observe a person and then recognize what is that mental disposition which is pushing him to this type of mood or activities or speeches or behavior. I am talking about very ordinary people, because very ordinary people are yet to manipulate their mind. Ignorant, ordinary people are manipulated by their mind. Therefore, you can see their behavior and you know their thought. Like a child, very clearly you can appreciate whether he is afraid of what, whether he is trying to hide something from you, whether he is lying, whether he is speaking the truth. As an adult, you know very clearly, because child is yet to learn how to manipulate around his thought. So children are very honest, not by choice, but helplessly honest, because they are yet to know how to manipulate their thought. Adult means headache, mystery. What is that? They think one thing, they speak one thing. Even though clearly you know the person is infatuated, angry, jealous, stupid, but the person can say inside, oh, I am nothing. I really don't care. Oh. If you don't care, how come you are talking like this? Adult behavior means manipulative behavior. Because even though there are symptoms, the person doesn't want to accept the disease. Are you getting that point, please? The person is very sleepy, snoring, and dull. But if you say, wake up, I am already conscious, I am meditative, we'll see that. I am not to tell, it will all come. The symptoms you cannot hide. And when you are conscious, you can very well manipulate your thought. That is where the wisdom comes. Instead of thoughts manipulating you, the moods manipulating you, you manipulate the moods. You learn to handle. Manipulation may be a little bad word, in a sense it has wrong connotations, but you can handle your thoughts. Instead of the thoughts manipulating you, in your ignorance, the thoughts manipulate you. The moods manipulate you. In your wisdom, you handle every thought, every mood. That is why the smile never disappears from your face. Because whatever happens inside makes no difference to you. Deep within, you are always smiling, happy with yourself. If there is a dark cloud on the face, you cannot say, I am the happiness, but there is a dark cloud. Don't cheat yourself. It just doesn't work. Understand? Moods like overcast sky, just like today. Normally it will be bright sunshine. What is happening? The sky is overcast. There is a shadow, darkness. Bright sunshine of consciousness. Every moment you are with yourself. There is a thought cloud has come and you are, ooh. That is why no enthusiasm. Certain times when the sattva guna is there, or in other words, when you are bright, nirmalam, clear, transparent, prakasakam, very bright, that time, no, sattva is dominant. And there shall be time when you are rajo ragatmakam viddhi, you are feeling like restless. Trishna asanga samudbhavam. Trishna, thirst. Your mind is continuously searching, meaning mind is searching means what? The I thought, the I, missing, demanding, expecting, dreaming. If something happens, I'll be happy. If it doesn't happen, disappointed. That type of thought. Why there is a cloud in your face? Because there is a continuous emptiness. Your happiness is still conditional. Understand? Since that has not happened, how can I be happy in life? I wanted idli, but they are giving me this oatmeal. I want to eat that particular sweet, but they are giving me some fruits. Angry. Just think. I go that way, nobody recognizes me. Even I say something, the person doesn't respond. All these little things, understand friends, these little things are the biggest things of life. It's just like a tiny thumb of yours. Understand? It's just like a tiny thumb of yours. A little thumb put in front of your eyes covers the sun. The sun can be the very bright, illumining the whole solar system, but a little thumb in front of your eyes, it covers the sun. One thought covers the brilliance of the, we saw it in 11th chapter, no? Yadi surya, yadi bhanu sahasrasya bhavet yugapaduddhita. If 1,000 suns rise at one time, what will be the brightness? Bhasastava mahatmana, O Lord, that is your brightness. And 1,000 suns rise. That brightness, meaning that brilliance you have within yourself. But that brilliance is completely covered by what? One thought. That is why you are moody. Trishna, thought. Asanga, then complete, you are involved with the thought also. That is why sometimes you really look at your face in the mirror. Go and stand there and see for yourself what mood you have. You look at yourself. Are you a happy person? Some people's face you shall see continuously drawn, It's the same person, when he smiles, how he looks. What happens? Are you getting that point, please? The symptoms. The smile disappears from the face. Why? Loaded in the head. And not that therefore all the time and laughing, hanging around. No. You know, your sense of being nobody takes away. Rajoguna, where it is Trishna, Asanga. And if it is there, karma sangena vadnati, it shall make you terribly restless. You cannot sit down quietly. Observe yourself. Sitting down quietly has two dimensions. Sitting quietly can be tamasic, sitting quietly can be sattvic. What is the difference between tamasic sitting down and the sattvic sitting down? Sattvic sitting down is, engine is already revving, just start. Tamasic sitting down is, you have to start the engine. Are you getting that point, please? The sattvic sitting down is, already the engine is ready. Just jump into the car, boom. A sattvic person is eternally ready. Always ready. Do this, yes. Leave me sometime. Why? I have to change my mood. I'm sleepy, lost in something. There was a king, in his kingdom there are a lot of lazy people are there. So the king did not want to, a king thought, lazy people are also my subject. Why only feeding the good fellows, helping good people? Also lazy people also must be helped out. But poor things are lazy. Then he told the Prime Minister, find out whoever are the lazy people in my kingdom and we shall give them some food. Poor things, they can't work, no? So he made a big house, like a chowltree, and they announced all the lazy people can come there and they will be given free food. So all the lazy people came. And there are thousands of people came. Free food? Who wants to come? Like today in government of India, you cannot believe why in India now there is a crisis, is a shortfall of workers. Do you know why? Every state government, this can be one of the reasons, every state government have adopted certain popular movies. Everybody gets rice, poor people, rice for 2 rupees per kilo. And a family must get 15 to 20 kilos of rice, one person. And there is something called Annapurna scheme. Annapurna scheme means anybody above 60, free rice, not even 2 rupees, 10 kilos, he shall get. Imagine in villages, what people are doing. They are collecting that 20 kilos. Suppose family is there, 20, 30 kilos are there. You can't eat 20 kilos, one person can eat. So they sell off 10, 15 kilos. Not they purchase it for 2 rupees. They sell it because they are BPL, below poverty line, and they sell it to the other people who have the money. That's why the richest is finished out, he has no problem. The poorest is taken care, the middle class is dying now. Because the middle class has to purchase that. So they get the money freely by selling the ration rice, ration sugar. Now why should he work? There is a huge worker shortage. Nobody wants to work anymore. Why? Freely can hang around in the village and do it. Total laziness. The person, there is no motivation anymore. For what? Everything is provided for. Anyway, when you think of yourself, please understand there are two types of people. One is, sattvic person is always ready to act. The tamasic person is sleepy. He has to decide. You want to see for yourself? You are not a cultivator, you are not a farmer. As an educated person, you cultivate on pen and paper. Listen, you are cultivating on pen and paper. Paper is your ground, pen is your plough. Ask yourself, when are you ready to write? Mentally, are you active? Can you write something? Reading is easier than writing. Why? Reading, you don't have to do anything. Writing, you have to think. That is why listening becomes easier than contemplating. We are listening, are you getting that? Listening, you are listening to somebody. Contemplating, you have to create your own thought. So everybody loves to listen. Why? He is doing the job. Like somebody is singing and you are having a good time. You sing, oh, somebody is thinking for you, very nice. You are thinking by yourself. Watch out. It's very consciously. Please see, this is very subtle. Now you have known the generalities. Now you go into specifics and look at yourself. Symptoms of certain gunas. Rajoguna. Tamoguna is pramada, alasya, nidra. Alasya. Karmani, shraddha. Kartabhya karmani. No shraddha. What is to be done, you have no enthusiasm to do it. Morning you have to get up, do your pranayam, do your asanas, do your walk, keep yourself fit, then meditate for some time. Suppose that is your lifestyle. But then laziness takes over. Yesterday I walked, today also. They say 3 times a week also is enough. Justification. Your own thought brings it up. Every day you don't have to walk. 3 times is good enough. Do you know why people, they say in Oriya there is a language, suppose in one there is a proverb, Godara made jete kode sete. Kode jete made means Godara, suppose a person has filaria. It's a big leg. You know that, filarial fellow. As much he digs, that much he covers up. Because the leg is big, no? So he digs, he puts the next step, that thing is again covered up. As much you are digging, that much you are covering it up. You walk for 2 kilometers, then your mind tells you, hey, walk 2 kilometers, no, take 2 sweets. Today you have fasted, no, 2 days you have fasted. Today you can feast. The whole thing is counteracted. In fact, if you have not fasted, you would not have been feasting. By feasting, you are counteracting not 2 days, lot more days. Justification. These thoughts are so smart. Are you getting that point, please? Pramada. So this is pramada also. Where there is no sukham, you see sukham. Where there is no dukkham, you see dukkham. Where there is no pain, you see pain. Where there is no pleasure, you see the pleasure. Total tamas, ghor tamas. The person is affected. Okay. What happens to them? Please. When these 3 moods that come up, this will happen to you. Sattvam sukhe sanjayati. When sukhe sanjayati, that is sattvam. Please take that statement. As I told you, there is nothing called a caste system. There is nothing called a caste division. Don't say Brahmanas do the puja, Vaishya does the business, Kshatriyas do the protection, Shudras does the service. Those who do the puja, you can call him a priest. Those who protect others, you can call him a Kshatriya, a king. Those who do everything for themselves, Vaishya. Those who are dull and busy only in eating and procreation, Shudra. Just like that, guna also is like that, guna division. When you are feeling like happy for no reason, sattva. Not that sattvic people feel happy. Are you getting that point, please? Don't put the cart before the horse. There are certain days, for no reason, you will be feeling very nice. I don't know why am I happy today. Yeah, don't worry, sattva has come. It's in spite of you, in spite of your misery. Certain days you feel very relaxed. Beautiful days, wonderful. Since it is not yours, you have no contribution towards that, the same fellow shall say, I don't know why am I so happy today. After 2 hours, I don't know why the cloud from where it came. Understand? The mood changes. That is why people become moody. Instead of being with this space of consciousness themselves, the I jumps into the mood. So when there is a little sattva mood, you are feeling very relaxed because for some time the thoughts have taken leave. Your memories that persecute you have taken leave. The incidents that really affect you, they have taken leave. So for some time there is a little clear sky. Oh, so nice. I don't know why am I so feeling so comfortable today. Just wait. You are not taken seriously. Why? Just a matter of time you will be listening to the sad tale. I don't know, so miserable, there is raining now, dark cloud. Wait. Sattva, sanjayati sukhe. Any time there is a moment of little relaxed state, for no reason of yours, sattva guna is there. You did not contribute anything towards it, but you feel like very relaxed, sattva. Raja karmani bharata. Then some other time, terribly restless. I don't know what to do. Sit down in the room, cannot you sit down. Go to the friend, 2 minutes talk, then go away. Then go to the kitchen, nothing happening. Then go to some other place, what is there? Okay, all right, take something and do something, dig up a place or sweep a place. For 2 minutes only dig up, then don't throw it. Then go away. Again go away. Then sit down on the stone and look. Then play with Shiva for some time, 2 minutes. You understand your activities? Meaningless, mindless functioning. There is no consistency. No consistency. 2 minutes here, 2 minutes there, 2 minutes there, 2 minutes there. No. Restless, restless. Listless, restless. Understand? That is Rajas. Jnanam abrutyatu tama pramade sanjayati yuta. Some other time, jnanam avrutya, the tamas, covers up the knowledge. Every guna covers it up. Tamas also completely covers you up. Pramade sanjayati. Pramade means makes you do things which you are not supposed to do. Pramada. Pramada means what? Sukhe dukkha darshanam. Vastuni sukham darshanam. Seeing in the object where there is neither happiness nor unhappiness, you see happiness in the object or unhappiness in the object. And that is the time what does it do? Pramade sanjayati. It tells you, Coca-Cola is the best thing. Go for Coca-Cola. You know, all these graffitis, advertisements around the world, tamoguna pramada. Coca-Cola is happiness. It is a huge tamasic display. Are you getting that? Because promising happiness where it is not. Nike, just do it. If you put on Nike shoes, you will be in the heavens, right? Purchase this flat TV, happiness. Get this car, happiness. You know what are they doing? The whole world is literally pushing you towards the pramada, mistakes. Hoping, helping you to or pushing you to conclude the happiness in the object where there is no happiness. Put on this dress, put on this watches, this jewelry, this fountain pen, this car, or the diamond is the ultimate thing you can receive as a gift. Women are destroyed. Why? Diamonds are forever. So if your man gives you a diamond, oh. So by chance somebody doesn't give a diamond, he doesn't love me. She doesn't care for me. Because diamond has not come, no. So diamond is love. The car is love. Understand? Ghora tamas. Pramade sanjayati yuta. And out of that, what type of conflict comes in life? Relationship breakdown, people breakdown, everything happens. Pramade sanjayati. I swear. You know you should not be doing something. I'm so happy with myself. But without coffee, how can there be happiness? If you cannot drop, listen carefully friends, if you cannot drop a habit which you had picked up in your ignorance, take that statement. If you cannot drop a habit which you had picked up because of ignorance, you are yet to understand the truth. In your ignorance, if you picked up a habit, understandable. Not happy with myself, so I wanted to see something, hear something, touch something, taste something, do something. Why? How long can I remain unhappy in life? So when an ignorant man goes for an obsessive behavior, looking for a particular sound or a touch or a taste or a smell, you can understand. Because, poor thing, what can he do? He's not happy with himself. He has to find his happiness somewhere. Don't pass judgment on him. How this fellow is drinking? Why is he drinking? Ask, not why he is drinking. No. He doesn't know what else to do. But once you start observing things, appreciate these things, and still if you say, dropping a habit is difficult, you don't understand the truth. Because being happy with yourself, what is that something without which you cannot live? Only when you are capable of living without something, you can permit yourself to live with it for some time. Choice is yours. But if your living is compulsive behavior, that with this only I shall be happy, you will be in trouble. Don't worry. Understand? So pramade sanjayati, when that guna comes up, when any time unconsciously you are getting dragged by something, tamas has come over. And what does it tamas do? Jnanam avrutyatu tama. It covers your knowledge. That is why when you know, I am the happiness, I am the truth, I am living this lifestyle, I should not be going for a tea or a coffee or, just to give an example, anything. But the moment you say, it covers up, you go for that. Understand? Now, therefore, doesn't mean nobody should go there. No, no, no. If you are conscious, that is when you become aware, you are knowing that gunatita, when you are aware of yourself, then you are consciously taking a step, sattva, rajas, tamas, you go for the object for object's sake. It will appear like an ignorant man, but you are wise. Why? If you stop, you stop. What is the difference between a child playing with a balloon and an adult playing with a balloon? When the child is playing with a balloon, you take it, the roof will fall. When an adult playing with balloon, take it. You understand the difference? Simple. A child playing with a toy, take it, Huh? The whole roof will collapse on you. You will start shouting. Suppose adult playing the, can I take it? What are you asking? You are playing with the toy of the children, and children ask you, what happened? Yesterday I asked that little one was taking some 3 guava. I said, can I take one? No! I just took one, simply, just like that. No! Immediately. I said, okay, put it back. Then he's quiet. Then I said, no! Why? The whole tree is full of guava. That is child. Why? These 3, mine. And what type of guava? She will not eat it. It was raw. Somebody has plucked it. Raw. She can't. Nobody can eat it. But, baby, that's a baby. Most people are grown-up babies. 50 years, 60 years, 17 years, mustachioed, muscled babies. Crying for this, crying for that. No! Understand? Pramade sanjayati covers. So any moment of your problem, you know you have forgotten yourself. Okay? Now 3 gunas. Now read. How does it do it? Read. Rajas tamascha vibhuye Sattvam bhavati bharate Rajas sattvam tamaschaiva Tamas sattvam rajas tatha Rajas tamascha vibhuye Sattvam bhavati bharate Rajas sattvam tamaschaiva Tamas sattvam rajas tatha. So how does these gunas come into manifestation? You can look at your moods. So appreciate. This is self-analysis. Are you getting it? So beautiful. You don't need somebody else to do it for you. They give you the tool. You look at for yourself. What is happening to me? Because you know the symptoms, you know the disease. If I am getting running nose, cold. If I am getting cramp in the stomach, either overeating or fasting. If I am getting a fever, maybe because of infection or malaria or something. The moment you see the symptoms, what do? Listen. If you want to cure, what do? The moment you see the symptoms, you go to the disease, the root. Fever is the symptom. The temperature rising is the symptom. Why? It may be because of the fever. It because your stomach upset. So you must diagnose and find the exact reason for which the temperature has gone up. Because temperature can go up for many reasons. Exactly for what it went up? Malaria. Okay, then take malaria medicine. If it is for diarrhea, take diarrhea medicine. If it is for cold, take for the cold medicine. The fever will go away. Now, restlessness can come for many reasons. You can be sattvic and restless, tamasic and restless, rajasic also restless. The restlessness is the general symptom. The symptom, listen carefully. A person can say, yes, that is true. He is restless for laddu, sweet. Other person is restless for a diamond. Another person is restless for a car. Other person restless for gold. Other person restless for a man. Other person restless for a woman. The same person is restless sometimes for a gold, sometimes for a diamond, sometimes for a man, sometimes for a woman, sometimes for a sweet, sometimes for a chocolate. The same person also. Listen carefully. So though there are different reasons for restlessness, that restlessness as such, why does it come? Because you are ignorant of yourself. That is the cause of all causes for restlessness. Are you getting that? When I am not happy with myself, Are you getting that? When you are not happy with yourself, that is the primary cause. The secondary causes are diamond, gold, man, woman, food, comfort. Those are all secondary causes. How many secondary causes are there? Million secondary causes. That is why, so these secondary causes are the symptoms of the original disease called ignorance of yourself. Restlessness is the symptom of the symptom. The restlessness at the level of the body, restlessness at the level of the body is the symptom of the symptoms. You are wanting laddu, sweet, man, woman, food, sex, pleasure, pain, anything you want. That is one symptom of ignorance. Because I am not happy with myself. That is why if I can have chocolate, I will be happy. If I can have food, I will be happy. If I get sex, I will be happy. If I get a man, I will be happy. If I get a job, I will be happy. That drives you crazy inside. When the thoughts drive you crazy, now the activity begins at the level of the body. Please go crazy at the level of the body without a thought. That is why uneducated people are more physically restful. Mentally not. Physically restful. Why? There are no dreams. You ask Ganesha, our Ganesha, you ask him, do you want a Ferrari? Just ask him, what Ferrari? Ask him anything. Do you want a Honda motor car? He shall say, Yenada Sulra. What does he say? What is he asking me? He doesn't know. Uneducated person, no information. Therefore, very apparently restful. Few informations. My son, my daughter, my cow. You touch his cow, he will shoot you. Car is not his problem. Because he doesn't know anything about the car. Diamond is not his problem. He doesn't know anything about his diamond. Interior decoration. No, none of this stuff. You know, this red light, greenish, yellowish, bluish, pink. Any hotment also is good enough. No problem. He has absolutely no problem in that. Uneducated. Educated person means what? So many different thoughts. And the world must match his thought. This is how the world should be. Very good. So 20 people are different. 20 people decide how the world should be. How nice, what type of living it will be. In one kitchen, this is made, eat or go. Another kitchen, whatever you want, you make it. How nice it will be. 20 people cooking 20 different things. Nobody can move in that kitchen. Modern day education does exactly that. That is my life. I must live my life. Now how are you going to live with somebody? If the woman wants to live her life, the man wants to live his life, then where is the togetherness? This is what I want. No, this is what I want. Wonderful. Then live separately. Because you can't live together. Impossible. Just impossible. Because this is what you want. Are you getting that point, please? So symptoms. The original symptom is, first the ignorance is the disease. And the symptoms are, I want these things. Sometimes a food, a little relationship, a sound, or a sight, or a touch, or a smell, or anything. Once that takes over, now the physical restlessness symptom comes up. If you are going crazy for a laddu or a sweet, go for the sweet shop. If for clothes, go for the clothing shop. You go for a man or woman, chase them. You want a car or something, go for it. Whatever you are going crazy about, your movement will be towards that. Understand? So if you want to cure the disease, should you cure the symptom? So when somebody is restless, what is the cure average person give? Keep quiet, sit down, too restless, sit down. Okay, the fellow sit down. When you sit down physically, please see that, when you sit down physically, what happens? You are suppressing all the type of restlessness inside you. You know what happens? Your body goes crazy because you are not allowed to speak. You are not allowed to move. You go crazy. That is very physically, your whole body starts reacting. Many people get disease. You are supposed to be angry, you are not getting angry. You are fighting somebody, you cannot fight. You want to embrace somebody, you can't embrace. You want to touch somebody, you cannot touch. You want to eat the chocolate, you cannot eat the chocolate. You can do something, no, nothing. So sit down quiet. Why? Religious. So at least the fellows who are in secular world, they go crazy. There is some release. Some release. Religious people become more tense. Why? They are not supposed to do many things. Hey, when you are not supposed to do, it's a punishment. When you choose not to do, it's a pleasure. You are supposed to be quiet. Then you have to suppress your talk. I'm happy not to talk. You understand the difference? It's a huge difference. I'm not supposed to eat this. So even if you want to eat, you cannot eat. So it is there. Everybody is eating. I'm not supposed to eat. So you'll be going on looking, but you can't eat. How many people have that? Now you have seen people who have become non-vegetarian have become vegetarian. Or the vegetarian wants to eat some chicken. What will happen? Only looking at it, frustration. The fellow wants to smoke, but cannot smoke. So he shall go near the smoking people. At least smell, no? No, please, it's not a laughing matter. Average man's life is destroyed like that. Because you are telling, sit down quietly. So it becomes a withdrawal symptom. The fellow's body goes crazy. Okay, listen. Then you say, still more punishment is, don't think. No thought. Meditation, no thought. So sit down 10 days. Your mind drives you crazy. One thing is not to think, other is not necessary to think. I'm so happy with myself. The thoughts are they are fine or they are fine. Ignore. Not ignore. It's total freedom. That's a different thing. Understand the approaches. So-called religions, the whole thing is denial, austerities, self-abnegation, suffering and misery. Or mindless indulgence. Both are stupid. One is mindlessly indulging, other is mindlessly denying. Both are stupid. You will not succeed because you will be more restless. Mindless indulgence, more restlessness. Why is it so? Havisha Krishnamatma eva bhuya eva avivardate. Like when the fire is there, the ghee is poured, the fire will be extinguished or it will be more. A conscious enjoyment is different. A conscious enjoyment is like a denial. Conscious indulgence is like austerity. Conscious austerity is indulgence. Consciously you say, I don't want it. Why? I'm happy with myself. It's indulgence because I'm happy with myself. A conscious indulgence is austerity because you are consciously doing something. If it's not there, not there. You never get upset. But that happens inside. What? Rajastama abhibhuya sattvam bhavati. So sometimes when you are sattvic, for no reason of yours, you feel very happy. Rajastamas abhibhuya sattvam bhavati. The sattva guna, having overwhelmed the rajas and tamas, has come to manifestation. When you are rajasic, sattvam tamam abhibhuya rajo bhavati. Sattva and tamas are kept down, rajas has come over. So these three gunas are as though continuously fighting inside, as though. Not there is a fight inside. These three things, these three moods are continuously interchanging inside. Sometimes very happy for no reason. Rajas, tamas are down, sattva is up. Now the restlessness comes up, sattva and tamas down. Now the total laziness, pramada, false conclusions comes up, and the sattva, tamas disappear. How long you should be going through this literally roller coaster ride of emotions and moods? Are you tired? Yes. Then know yourself. Where these three things will be there, moods will be there. You cannot escape the moods, but you can be the self in which the moods appear. You cannot escape dark cloud, sunshine, cyclone. But can you be the space which is not shaken by the cyclone, overwhelmed by the dark cloud, frozen by the ice, drenched by the water? The rain doesn't drench it. The winter doesn't freeze the space. The summer doesn't scorch the space. So all the three things will be there, but you are unaffected. Rajas, tamas, abhibhuya. Okay, these three moods will be there. So clearly now observe. Appa. So this is your inner landscape. Are you getting that point, please? Listening about yourself, ajo, anaditvat, nirgunatvat, paramatma, ayam abhyaya, paramatma, it is imperishable, beginningless, nirguna. Beautiful. But that is not your problem. The problem is your guna. Nirguna is not your problem. Are you getting that? Happiness, Brahman, truth is your problem. Your thoughts are your problem. So understand the thoughts. That is why it's clear delineation. Beautiful observation, appreciation of your thoughts. So can you grasp it? If you do that, then you'll know. When does it happen? Read. Sarvadvareshu dehesmin prakasa upajayate jnanam yada tada vidyat vivruddham sattvamityuta lobha pravritirarambha karmanamasamasspruha rajasyetani jayante vivruddhe bharatarshava aprakasho pravrittischa pramado moha evacha tamasyetani jayante vivruddhe kurunandana. We shall see in the 11 o'clock. These three verses goes together. Beautiful. In what happens when a sattva is dominant, what happens? When shall you know you are sattvic? When you know it is rajas activity. When you know it is dark. Once you know the three symptoms, understand that. Think over it. Symptoms have a cause in the disease. If you cure the symptom, disease continues. That is why you go on satisfying your desires, but the desires come up again and again. Why? The disease is continuing. Ignorance. Why that ignorance? Why the desire comes? Because when I am unhappy, I want to be happy. The first fundamental desire of everybody is, I want to be happy. Then when I want to be happy with something, that with something is X factor. Million things. Are you getting that? The first thing is, I am unhappy. The moment you say I am unhappy, can you remain unhappy? I want to be happy. So the first desire is, I want to be happy. I don't want to be unhappy, I want to be happy. The first desire, that fundamental desire now expresses itself. I want to be happy. How? Billion methods. Your culture, your education, your exposure. Somebody will say, make a money, you'll be happy. Make a house, you'll be happy. Get educated, you'll be happy. Get a job, you'll be happy. Get married, you'll be happy. Million reasons. So people go on reaching the landmarks. Some goals are set for them. You go on fulfilling those goals. Still empty. Why? The original disease continues. I am unhappy. Therefore, desire comes. You understand? The whole world goes crazy. And more things into our generation, there are new lists for the desires. When new things are created, our father's generation never went crazy for iPod, cell phone, flat TV, multi-cuisine restaurant. They never went crazy. Therefore, they are not saints. They are also going crazy, but few things. So the life was little more restful. So when you say lives are more restful, not that they are all wise people, there are nothing to go crazy about. Your children are going crazy about more things because they know more things. You say, in our childhood, we didn't have like that. Yes, that is why you are quiet. When you are living with your children, parents, when you are 35, now your children want to go out when they are 15. Now what do you do? You don't know anything, therefore you are very comfortable. Oh, people those days were very, very honest, they were very committed to each other. They are committed to each other or not exposed to other people. In a village when you live, nobody knows nobody. I mean everybody knows everybody, so you can't hang around anywhere. So very commitment to each other. Now you are working in the office, 8 hours in the office. So office wife, office husband. It comes up. Why? You are spending 8 hours, 10 hours outside your office. And quality time. Intellectually sharing things. Emotionally sharing things. Things develop. In a house you are 2 hours. Think. New things are coming up. So, your list of objects for desire, ever growing. So the modern man is so empty. More trouble. But the basic thing is what? Find out yourself. The basic foundation, fundamental desire, ignorance is the original disease. That is why you call it as the bhava roga. It is the samsara roga. It is the disease of samsara, disease of bhava roga, ignorance. And Shiva is known as the Vaidyanathan. Vaidyanathan, why? Vishake bhavaroginam. He is the doctor for the samsara roga, roga of ignorance, disease of ignorance, disease of samsara. Why? Because you know the truth of yourself, everything is erased. We shall see more of it, okay? Please see the whole thing clearly. Then, Abba. You understand? When you see the whole landscape clearly, then if you want to go to climb a high mountain, go. No, I don't want to go, don't go. But see it clearly. So your life is absolutely fantastic. We'll see at 11 o'clock. Close your eyes.